So it's time for me to start packing up this apartment, get ready to get out of here and get back to St. Louis. And before I did, I thought I'd sit and reflect for a minute on my experiences here in New York and the great time that I've had enjoying Harlem. The first thing I want to reflect on is my time 2 years ago as I prepared for the 10th anniversary production of Ragtime at Coca in St. Louis. And my work up here in New York getting the character of Cole House Walker Jr. ready. And during that time, I sat and reflected on what it would be like to be a musician in Harlem during the time of the Harlem Renaissance. I feel it is so awesome and ironic that as I spent this next leg of my journey and my career as a musician and as a music educator, that I spent this month in Harlem and got to experience Harlem in today's time. That was an amazing opportunity for me to connect my work from 2 years ago to what's next for me in my future. I've had a great time getting ready for this trip. I've spent the last several months working through details to make sure that my time here was successful and I was comfortable. There are lots of challenges with that. Being able to be up here in New York for an entire month and have time to sit and reflect on myself and reflect on my career and reflect on my music has been just what I needed to make sure that I can move forward in my career. It definitely took me a while to get used to New York life and being in Harlem and having to figure out how to use the subway, and am I going uptown, downtown, around town? Am I taking the 1, 2, 3, A, B, C? It was a lot to process, but I finally think I'm starting to get things down and figure out where I'm going. I've had some great coaching opportunities. A few of my students from St. Louis came up so we could do some work in the studios up here. I also had the opportunity to collaborate with Michael Beatty and teach a voice intensive with him. And I met some new students up here in New York that I'm going to continue to coach as my career grows as a vocal coach here in the city as well. So this has definitely been a successful time for me as I have started to build my career as a music coach up here. I have a meeting with an agent that I'm going to be able to start to design what my performance career is going to look like. There was a lot of great opportunities that have opened my eyes to the things that I'm able to do and connect with in the music scene in New York, and I'm so thankful to have had this opportunity to do that. While I was here, I also got to see some great shows and experience theater live on stage. I've also had the opportunity to take some classes over at the Susan Batson Studios. I worked with Carl Ford, who is a famous producer and actor, on acting on camera, and also got to work with a gentleman named Andrew, who helped us to explore acting through movement and a variety of other means. And it's been a great opportunity for me to explore my acting and my actor and make sure that I am sharpening my saw as well as helping others. On top of all of that, I've actually had time to sit down and reflect on the next step in my career and where I need to go next in life. And I really feel like I have a lot of guidance as to how I'm supposed to move forward and share my passion in music with others. And I'm excited to get back to St. Louis and kind of move forward in this work as I start up back at Crestview Middle School and the Center of Creative Arts and building my voice studio in St. Louis as well. I'm hoping as we go throughout this year to be able to build a solid studio in New York and get to come up here and work in a lot of different facets. I met an amazing woman who I'm going to get to sit down and start a recording relationship with. Hopefully in the next several months start to build my brand as a music writer as well. So this has been a great opportunity for me to showcase all sides of my talent and hopefully grow as a man as well. I appreciate everybody's support and I'm excited to see what's next for me. It's time to get back to St. Louis and get back on the grind. I also found a barber that gave me some legit haircuts. I don't know how I'm gonna recreate this, but he did his thing.